Ain't no other team living alone at the end zone. Cause I can see every time I bridge and clear, first down, first blood, move the chains of the field, keep the fire in the eyes. Every time lit pause, living in the presence of God. As we move the balls up the field, ET. Every time I end up in the end zone, same story every time. End up in the end zone, end in the end zone every time. Touchdown every time. 50-50 shot every single time. You can put it in the pot and you're gonna stay hot every time. ET every time. Put it in the pot. 50-50 shot. Move the ball up the field every time. Every time is the same. Put it in the pot and you're gonna stay hot every time. And find the right at the right time as we move the ball of the field every time. E.T. lit pog every time. We living in the presence of God. Lit pog, we living in the presence of God. E.T. every time we breach and clear 50-50 shot. Put it in the pot and stay hot. Every time keep the fire in my eyes. Of everyone on the team, there ain't no I in team. We the one, the all on the field. 11 and everyone on the team, the step, every single one on the field. Gonna stay hot, put it in the pot. Stay hot, put it in the pot. Pug tug, train on the God, presence of God. Frog jumping out the pot, put it in the pot. And we keep it hot every time. Keep it in the sweet spot every time. Every play, move the ball to the field. Keep into the presence of God. Dun, 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 dun. L-I-T, pog, lit pog, living in the presence of God. Let go with time every single time that we shoot. Put it in the pot, it's a 50-50 shot. Sweet spot every time we gotta stay hot. Sweet spot every time we gotta stay hot. Put it in the pot, into the top, we gotta stay hot. L-I-T-P-O-G. Keep moving the balls up the field every time. Stay in the sweet spot, gotta stay hot. Put it in the pot every time we shoot the shot. It's a 50-50 shot. Every time we gotta stay hot. Stay in the sweet spot. Every time it's bridging clear. Respawn. Every moment we swim up the field. And we turn to presence every time. F-I-M-E, fire in my eyes. L-I-T-P-O-G, living in the presence of God. Gotta stay hot, gotta stay hot, stay in the sweet spot. Put it in the pot, it's a 50-50 shot. Every time, stay in the sweet spot. Gotta stay hot, put it in the pot. 50-50 shot, every time. 50-50 pot, 50-50 shot every time. Lit pog, living in the presence of God. D-O-M, dogs observe moments. D-O-G, D-O-M. Back to the pug, that's a tug. Tug the pug, train under God. P-U-G, presence under God. Present under God. Train under God. God lives in the clouds. 999 completion. F-I-M-E, fire in my eyes. Lit pog, live in the presence of God. Put it in the pot, it's a 50-50 shot, cause you gotta stay hot. Stay in the sweet spot. Move the ball up the field every time. Same way every time, breaching clear, lightning strikes. Can't even see it coming. The other team got the smoke in the eyes, they ain't see it coming cause the fire's so hot. Of the eyes of the team, E.T. every time we move the ball up the field, bridging clear. Ain't see it coming cause I'm lit Paul, living in the presence of God. Every moment, E.M. Every moment, Stay in the sweet spot every time. Cause you gotta stay hot, gotta stay hot. Stay in the sweet spot, put it in the pot. P-O-T, lit pog, living in the presence of God. You gotta stay hot, stay in the sweet spot, put it in the pot. Gotta take the shot, 50-50 shot. The clock is ticking every time. Buzzer beaters every moment. Every moment is unique, yet every single moment is the same. Put it in the pot. Gotta stay hot, stay in the sweet spot. Do it the same way every time. Gotta move the ball up the field. Stay in the sweet spot. Gotta stay hot. Put it in the pot every time. We move the ball up the field in the same time. In the same way every time. ET every time. Ending in the end zone, but before we get to the end, come back to the beginning of every play. The 50-yard line, it's a 50-50 shot. Put it in the pot, cause you gotta stay hot. Stay in the sweet spot, take the shot. Put it in the pot, cause it's a 50-50 shot. Every time, keep moving the ball up the field. Every time, quickly, hastily, lightning strikes so fast. The other team couldn't see it coming. Got a smoke in the eyes as we breaching clear. Flash bang, lightning strike, flash bang, lightning strike. Every time, lit pog, living in the presence of God. Pug tub present under God, train under God every time. Lit pog living in the presence of the God. Put it in the pot, P-O-T. Put it in the pot, gotta stay hot. Stay in the sweet spot, move the ball up the field every time. Every time. E.T. Every time. We living in the presence of God. E.T. Every time, lightning strikes, first down, bridging clear. Call the play, call the same play, call the right play. Put it in the pot, gotta stay hot. Stay in the sweet spot, it's a 50-50 shot every time. Move the ball up the field in the presence of God. Stay lit, stay living in the presence of God. Stay lit, stay L-I-T, living in the presence of God. Stay in the sweet spot, put it in the pot. Gotta take a shot every time, E.T. It's a buzzer beater every time. The clock's ticking. Fourth quarter, it's the end of. Dun, 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 dun. In the presence of God. P-O-G. P-O-G. Living in the presence of God. Living in the presence of God. You gotta know the team. Every moment is unique. And you gotta speak the same language as the team. Speak the same language as the team. Every single moment is unique. Gotta know the codes and the language of the team. Speak the same language as the team. Lit Paul, you gotta stay lit. In the presence of God, put it in the pot. Gotta stay hot, stay in the sweet spot. E-A. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Tug, pug, presence, tug pug presence, FIME. Got the fire in my eyes. We, the one, the all, that's a team. Write the Declaration of the Independence from the defenders. The Declaration of Independence from the defenders. Find the opening on the field every time. ET. I am living in the presence of God. Every moment is the same, yet it's unique. Living in the presence of God. Gotta stay present with the team. Do the right thing at the right time. Every time. ET. Every time. ET. Every time. ET. Every time. ET. Every time we move the ball.